My controlling girlfriend called me stupid because I cried when she threw out my band shirts. Now, I am kicking her out. So I met her earlier this year. We were fast friends within a month of meeting, and dating after a month, official for 6 months or so. Met her on a night out with some friends. We live separately, but she spends a lot of time at my house as it's nearer to where she works. Our relationship started nicely. I felt like we just got on well, and she was very supportive of me as well. But recently, she's been quite pushy about me making changes to my lifestyle, and seems angry and disappointed with the results. The two big ones are my work and what I wear. As for my work, I work at the same store I've worked at since I was 16. It's just an easy job, pays my bills, and I know how to do everything there. I'm a manager without the responsibility of actually being a manager, as I don't want that level of responsibility for no extra pay. I also make money via stocks and cryptocurrencies, so I don't struggle for money. As for what I like to wear, I have many jumpers and t-shirts of an emo band my friends and I loved when we were young. I genuinely have like 50 or so that I wear a lot because it makes me happy and doesn't hurt anyone either. My girlfriend a few weeks ago expressed frustration with my clothes, saying I need to grow up and get new ones. She spends a lot of money to get whatever clothes are in fashion. I don't have a problem with that as it's her money to spend, and she isn't hurting anyone. But I don't know why she has a problem with my clothes. The argument was big, but resolved, and we went shopping and bought me some new clothes, which are quite nice, and I like wearing them too. A few days later, I was wearing a band t-shirt again, because the new clothes were in the wash, and she was really angry about it. I explained the new clothes were in the wash, and it wasn't decided that I'd completely stop wearing the band stuff. She wouldn't talk to me for the rest of the day. The next day, she had cooled off, and explained that she thinks new clothes will help me grow as a person. We talked for a long time, and I eventually agreed to get rid of the band clothes. While I was packing them up, I started crying, and she called me stupid, and I asked her to leave. She came back a few hours later, and we made up. I packed the boxes into my car and told her I was going to donate them. She was pleased, and said I was making the right choice, getting rid of them. I didn't donate them. I took them to work, and I'm keeping them there until further notice. My boss was confused but understanding. I got back home, and she'd ordered lots of new clothes. She told me she understands it was upsetting, but I'd be better off for it. That night, a few hours later, she wanted to talk about my work, and why I'm not a manager. I explained to her that I don't want to be. She's been distant, and only talks about how I should ask to be a manager. I've explained why I don't want to be, and that I wouldn't even be paid more, nor is there a need for it at the store. She just keeps saying that I need to fight for a pay rise as well, so I can treat us to nice things. I told her that isn't how it works, and that I make money in other ways, and that she has her own money too, so it shouldn't matter. She shouted at me that I'm useless and stormed out. My boss also told me she called the store and asked him why I'm not a manager. After being upset and feeling useless for a few hours, I decided that I didn't want to be with her. I realized I don't see my friends as much as I used to because she likes to spend all our free time just us. I just don't feel happy with her anymore, and feel like she acted differently when we started out just to get close to me. She even said she loved all the band stuff when I first showed her. Update: my band clothes are now back at my house. I still have the new clothes we bought as I paid for a lot of them, and I plan to continue wearing them too. I can see what she meant by wanting me to wear new clothes. I just didn't like her end goal or the way she went about it. I did change my lock as I had given her a key a few months ago. As for the breakup, it didn't go well, but it did go at least. I was at home thinking of how to do it, which cafe restaurant I was going to do it in, etc. She finished work and came to mine without any prior discussion, not out of the ordinary to be fair. Anyway, she could tell something was off, and because I'd been thinking about it all for hours, I was 150% sure I wanted to do it, so just did it here instead. I first told her that I had lied about donating my clothes, and that I'd actually taken them to work instead. She was angry and calling me a liar and everything. I apologized for it, and tried to explain that I felt a lot of unfair pressure to get rid of them when I didn't really want to, and my collection wasn't hurting anyone. I then told her I was really annoyed about her calling my boss. She said she was sorry, but I should be a manager. I said that's okay, and she looked confused, but accepted it, I guess. Then I just said I didn't want to be with her anymore because she actually had given me a second to speak. She looked shocked and asked me what I meant. I just said I didn't want to be with her anymore, and that I wanted her to leave and would be changing my locks, but was open to calling to messaging about picking up her stuff. She said stuff like, we don't have to break up, but I kept saying my mind is made up, and technically we already had. She called me pathetic as she walked out the door and slammed it behind her.